In my mind, in a future 5 years from now, I'm 120 pounds.
Hello and welcome to episode 104 of the Ep104 podcast. A day late. And I'm not even going to lie, this one's going to be short. It's going to be short. Sorry. And it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm still waking up and I'm having my coffee. It's been a long week. I'll tell you right now, there's not going to be a lot of knitting content. Went to Utah. There was a funeral, so we had to go to Utah. And Becca, who is the host of the Knit Bites podcast, came and stayed with the babies. Which is awesome, and I adore her. And it was awesome, because she came on really short notice, and yeah, she took awesome care of the babies. Can I say awesome one more time? Awesome. We were gone from Tuesday till Saturday. Yesterday was Easter Sunday. And yeah, no, I was not recording yesterday. I had to do some knitting so that I could have more knitting to show you. That, and it was Easter Sunday, and let's face it, no one's watching on Easter Sunday, so I didn't really feel bad about not watching on Easter Sunday. Not recording on Easter Sunday. Yeah, long week, little knitting. That's the overarching theme. So, works in progress. Let's jump right on in, shall we? What did get some love on the road? The Pixel Kitten bag, so you know exactly what it is. The Twisted Flower Socks by Cookie A, which I am knitting out of Dream in Color Cashmere. Dream in Color with the Cashmere. I'm knitting it Magic Loop on Chiagu Red. I don't think they're the lace. I think they're the regular, because they have the bend. But as you can see, I finished the cuff of the first sock. That's right. I finished the cuff of the first sock, which is 2 repeats. It's a very pretty repeat. I screwed up some places, but whatever. Knitting police aren't going to come and get me. It's a very pretty repeat. I started on the foot. I am on the gusset in the foot. I did change the pattern because I don't like open work on my heels. I just did the slip stitch heel, which is my go-to heel. My heels tend to rub in the back of my shoes a lot, so because that's where I get the most wear. Usually it goes out in the heel or the toe. And I didn't want all the lace work on the heel as described in the pattern, so I said screw it and did slip stitch. But I'm on the foot of the first sock. And these are US 1s 2.25. So, that was my big work away from home. Did some other stuff, but I can't show you that. But I did some stuff I can show you, but that's in a different segment. Woot! FYI, there's going to be spinning today. Are you surprised? I'm surprised. So, I'm hoping to have the second sock finished next week. I doubt that'll happen. I doubt. Because we have a Lord of the Rings sock to start. And I locked the thread last night. And I'm sorry, I haven't been online. I've been ignoring Plurk. I've been ignoring Ravelry. I will jump back in this week, but yeah. Long and short of it is, I didn't give a crap while I was in Utah. Except for Becca, because I need to see how my babies were doing. Now, I did get some work done on the wedding shawl last night. Or was it the night before? Either way, I got another 4 rows, which accounts to, 2 hours. But, you can see right here, I guess right here is better, right here, we're splitting apart for another set of leaves. So I have 20 more rows left in chart 7, 8, and then there's chart 9, and then I'm done. So my goal last week was to powerhouse through chart 8 and 9, and then, or chart 7 and 8 and get on to chart 9. That is my goal this week, and nothing's getting in my way this week. No. If I have to knit on this exclusively at night, that's what I will do. So, yeah. But it's looking really pretty. It's huge. It's massive. It's a massive beast of a shawl. This thing is going to block out to be insane. Like, seriously? It's not even done, and it's well over my wingspan. And that's just half. That's half a shawl. And I am knitting them on my signature needles. Signature stiletto needles. In the... Okay, I know one of them has the size written on it. Hold on. In the 3.25 millimeter stiletto tips. I got the 6-inch stilettos. I like a long needle on my shawls. So I got the 6-inch. And I got the longest cable you could get because I know this shawl is massive. And even though it's massive like this, I can fit the whole thing onto one needle. That's how delicate it is. But it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Look at the gorgeosity. Are you overwhelmed by gorgeosity yet? You should be. You should be. I am knitting it out of the Island Handmaids Black Cherry Lace in the Blue Lobster colorway. This is my first ball. Now, each of the balls are 1,000 yards, and it calls for 1,300 to 1,500, or 1,300, 1,500 yards. So I know this ball is going to die soon. Now, I know I've got a long way to go because the ball hasn't died. The ball has not died. I'm knitting to gauge. I should be starting my second ball, which I do have. It is the In Dreams Mystery Shawl by Susan Pandorf. It was a mystery knit along, and it was released for just regular knitting, so that is when I bought it. And I have the beads on the thing. I have all the beads, and the beadwork on the chart 9 is going to be insane, because halfway through chart 9, you're beading pretty much every other stitch, and you're doing it with a crochet hook. I might take up career alcoholism. My sanity is questionable. My sanity is questionable at the best of times, but seriously, this shawl, yeah, even Petrie says I'm insane. Hi, Peep. Hi, Peep. Well, come on up. Come on. There you go. You get your Petrie dose for the week. Your Petrie dose. I had a kitty away from home. We stayed with Partner in Crime's family, and they have a kitty who looks slightly like Petrie. A blacker Petrie, if you will. A blacker, fatter Petrie. But really, can anyone beat Petrie? No. We also had a puppy away from Puppy. We had 2 puppies away from Puppy. And one of them slept with us, which was cute. He was very, very smart. Smarter than Bebop. But I didn't say that. Don't tell Bebop. Although Bebop is very happy to have his man home. I'm having a hard time recording here, Petrie. You don't really care, do you? Nope. We're purring. We're purring. We don't care. Okay, well, lay down. Lay down. Not gonna lay down? This is the best part of the podcast, isn't it? Okay, go down. Go down. I love you, but go down. So, right, I said I had something else to show you, but it was in a different segment. I did some spinning while I was not here. The future mother-in-law has a Mach 1, a Spinolution Mach 1, which is a... it's not a bobbin lead wheel. I'm used to bobbin lead wheels because I have the Luette, and I don't really spin that much on the Nautilus. I love my Nautilus, don't get me wrong, but she needs some work, and so I don't spin on her very often. So I'm used to bobbin lead. So it was interesting to spin on a double treadle non-bobbin lead wheel. But on top of that, I did something I never do, which is long draw. And she gave me some fiber to long draw on. And yes, there are breaks in the fiber. Suck it up. I'm not that great. But this is my first, and it's overspun horribly and underspun horribly in some spots, but this is my first long draw. This is the, and I got better at the end, so you can see right in some spots it's actually rather good, but this is Summer's End by Spunky Eclectic, and I can't remember what the base is made of, but it's my first long draw, and I really want to learn to long draw better because I do like the airy fiber, but you really can't do it on a Luette. FYI, I bought a new spinning wheel. It'll be here on the 3rd. Actually, I bought it a while ago. I'm still waiting on it. But I got this ship and click, so I know it's coming. I wanted a travel wheel because, big announcement, I'll be at SSK this year. I will also be at Knit in the Mitten. I will be traveling this year to visit yarny things. So I will be at the Super Summer Knit Together, Knit Away, Knit Together, Super Summer Knit Together in Nashville, and I will be at Knittin' in the Mitten, which is in Michigan. I will be at both. So if you're going, you get to see me. Won't you be lucky? And I wanted to be able to take my wheel at least to the SSK. If it travels well to SSK, I may take it to Knit. I'll probably take it. It depends. Because Knittin' in the Mitten is in November, and when it gets colder, I tend not to spin as much. I tend to knit more. But here's the long draw. There's a good side. There's my bad side. How's that for you? See my bad side? Isn't it awesome? I'm really proud of it. I'm going to set the twist. I'll probably knit it into something. Probably something by Lethal, because I like her patterns, and it accounts for the thick and thin. I may stripe it with something and do the parallel lines cowl. I don't know. I know nothing right now. And I'm sorry, but that's just the way it goes. So I learned long draw. And I spun on a wheel that's not bobbin led. And double treadle. My first double treadling. A lot of firsts going on. And first time in Utah. There you go. Now into the miscellaneous. I got a gift. Everyone should be very, very jealous. And I'm crinkling for extra oomph. I got Captain Tight Pants. I got Captain Tight Pants. I got Captain Tight Pants. I got Captain. Okay. I'll stop gloating now. But no, seriously. Seriously. How awesome are my in-laws? Are you jealous? You should be. Because I got Captain Tight Pants. She had 2, so she gave me one. And it's all smishy, and it's rambouillet, and it's into the world. I can't wait to spin it. I love spinning rambouillet. Rambouillet is one of my favorite fibers. And I imagine it would be very good for long draw, because it's very foofy. Because, you know, Polworth gives you the plump, but Rambouillet, it just gives you the sproing right out from the gate. There's no plumping required. This is a Saskatchewan winter kind of stuff. By the way, I can't call any of the things we would call hills in Saskatchewan hills or mountains, because I've now seen mountains. It's like, that's not a mountain, that's a bump, is what it is. Now, getting out the iPad. Have to get out the iPad because we need to pick. I should have set this up in advance. There we go. Sadie needs to learn to talk. That's what needs to happen. The Lord of the Rings sock closed. It closed yesterday because I was late. And the winner was Mary. And I said that I would draw someone to win the pattern. So, I have to get up random.org. I've got up the Yarnivorous group. There are 27 posts. I am the first post, so starting at post 2 to post 27, I will enter that into the random number generator now. Such a small number compared to the other numbers I've been drawing from. I'm going to hit generate. The random number generator has selected number 3. Number 3. Who is number 3? Sorry, technical difficulties. Page 1. Page 1, please. Thank you. Number 3, as you can see here, is Sheep Dreamery, who has a podcast. She has the Sheep Dreamery podcast, and she has yarn. So Kelly, when you watch this, message me, and then I'll send you the pattern. How's that? How's that for awesome? So, the winner, Sheep Dreamery, who's Kelly from the Sheep Dreamery podcast, and you can go check her out. Also wanted to mention the podcast, the Geeky Girls Knits podcast. I've recently started watching them. They're moving to Scotland. Wherever they are, they're moving to Scotland. Hold on, I'm trying to find them here so I make sure I say their podcast correctly. Where are you guys? Geeky Girls Knit podcast. Yes. Geeky Girls Knit. Knit. K-N-I-T. And it's geekygirlsknit.blogspot.com. They're on iTunes and everything. But it's a mother and a daughter, and they're moving to Scotland. And quite frankly, I find it entertaining because I just finished the whole moving process. So really, I like watching them. And they're geeky. And I'm a geek, so really, it works. So all I've got left... See, I told you it's a short show. We haven't even hit 20 minutes. All I've got left is our musical recommendation, and this week is actually someone I've already recommended, but her new album came out, and I really think you should go get it. It is Amanda Palmer and the Grand Theft Orchestra. This is actually the limited Kickstarter backer edition that has all the frills and thrills, because I did back it. It's the Theater is Evil album. The actual cover, and you get like this whole booklet thing going on in here with all the songs, and like there's artwork, but that's the actual cover. Is the pink. I've already recommended her and the Dresden Dolls, but really, can I recommend her again? Why not? Why not? The 3 singles released so far off here are Do It With a Rock Star, Want It Back, and The Killing Type. Those will be in the show notes. I'll throw links in the show notes, but you should go check it out. It's not an expensive album, but it's a good album. It has a bit of 80s synth flair to it, which I enjoy. And hey, she's married to Neil Gaiman. Come on. You know she's awesome when that happens. She was awesome before, but now she's double awesome. And quite frankly, a girl with a piano and a corset, it's just something I have to recommend more than once. So do check out Amanda Palmer and the Grand Theft Orchestra. Theater is Evil. You will not be let down. Picture of the band, if you will. Picture of the band. Like, really? You want to listen to them just based off that picture, don't you? I know I do. And I do. But, yeah, there's all kinds of artwork and stuff. It's just awesome. Awesome possums. So, that is all I've got for the short episode that is 104. I will have more next week because I am not traveling. And I have no life. So I promise I'll knit, and I'm going to knit on the wedding shawl, and hopefully I will tell you that I have finished it, and I will probably have a lot of spinning because the new wheel arrives, and I'm going to want to spin all the things. So, yeah. I hope everyone had a good week. I hope you have another good week, and if you're joining the Lord of the Rings knit along, then cast on would be today or last night at midnight, whatever you prefer. Really, quite frankly, there's no police that are going to come and say, no, you started it like on yesterday. I am also going to be opening a thread in the Ravelry board. You have to be a member of the group, so, you know, general rules apply. You have to be a member of the group. But I will leave it up until May 1st. It will be a month-long thread for you to post your favorite Yarnivore moments. Or your favorite, anything you like about the podcast. Really. Just shower me with love. And one post per person, no chatter, because I will be drawing prizes. I have some stitch markers from, the ones that come in the bottle. You know what I mean? Those ones. I have some yarn. I have a little notions bag from Zigzag Stitches. So there's going to be, I'm going to try and get 6 prizes because there's 600 members. So a prize per 100. And I will be drawing from the thread. So go, say what your favorite moment is, and you can be eligible to win. I will be drawing that on the first podcast of May. How's that? I am Blue Rune on Ravelry. We shoot stars on Plurk. Come join the Yarnivorous boards because, of course, there are prizes and giveaways and fun. And hey, it's fun on there. And I try to pop on and say stuff. I didn't this week because I couldn't, but whatever. And I will see everybody next week.